why. I'm trying to get this to go not portrait, but in a different orientation. Jesus, I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, everybody! I am Zoe FPV here. Welcome to the Finding Mr. Motorface stream. We are here approaching Yucca Valley. We're about 10 minutes out, and maybe less than 10 minutes out. It's sunset, and you can basically see that it is desert out here. And I just wanted to invite you all in for the stream and to show you live what it's going to be like and show you the first impressions of me seeing Mr. Motorface. And I can't believe they keep calling it Mr. Motorface. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you all being here. This is going to be fun, entertaining, and I'm so stoked to share this with you. Because a week ago, having an RV in my life and having the funds to actually make it work was never even a possibility or a thought. A fan of mine, Steve, Bubblehead Biker, as I probably mentioned in the previous video, and I have a friend, Kent, I want to say his name's Kent, and he is out there with to make sure if anything does go wrong, that I have someone who's handy with his hands. We're reconnected! It's going bad, but then it's gone. So thank you guys for sticking with me through the bad connection issues. I have no control over that. I'm making the best of what I can deal with in the connections. I will also be filming the actual process of seeing Mr. Motorface, not just with my phone, but with my DSLR camera. So if there's any kind of issues with the stream, I'll have great backup footage with my main camera. So I am just so stoked that I get to share this moment with all of you, and you get to be along for the ride with me. And if I do this right, I should be able to do more stuff like this, where you get to ride along with me in the RV. And yeah, I'm definitely not on Verizon. And if anyone has suggestions on a good wireless network or a way to get wireless internet reliably, please let me know. I figure that's probably going to be one of my bigger expenses each month, as I want to make sure I have wireless data and the ability to stream and download content and upload my content as I need to from the road. Carboro, awesome. If you think you can help and fix that, that'd be cool. If you have any suggestions, send them my way, dude. And thank you again for your Patreon support. I'm almost up to 300 patrons. That I can't even fathom that. Like, that is so many people that, and BotGrinder sending people over my way. Wow, thank you, BotGrinder. And I didn't mean to stream over your stream, BotGrinder. I was really hoping to be in Yucca like hours ago while we still had sunlight and it wasn't dusk. But we do have lights, we have plenty of work lights, and we still have time. There's still several hours before the parts store closes locally, so we can get parts, we have light, we can work on the motorhome and get it going. So my hope is to stream as most of the content as possible and to get it, you know, just a live chit chat to bring you along with the experience. So it might get a little dull here and there, but I honestly think as we get closer and as we see the motorhome, Sparky, how close are we?
We are 4 minutes.
4 minutes away!
2.5 miles.
2.5 miles! We are getting so close to finding Mr. Motorface. And I am so excited to be a part of that. And my voice is cracking. So I've been up all night, essentially. By the time my pain subsided this morning, I had to get on the road. And we're still 3 hours behind when I originally wanted to be on the road. Oh hey, 42 people watching. The perfect number. And now to 41. Anyways, it's been a lot of fun so far today, and I've been having almost a blast. If I wasn't so tired, I would be having a lot more fun with it right now, but quite honestly, we actually are dropping Yucca Valley. I am on Android, so I'm using a OnePlus One. It's a really old phone. Like, I try to keep my phones as long as possible, and this one's like 3 years old now, 4 years old now, and when I bought it, it was already like a 2-year-old phone. So it's a POS. And right now I don't feel comfortable spending money on a phone or spending money on anything really. Like until I get safe, until I have the roof over my head and I know the motorhome's running and I can actually live in it, then I'm going to make sure that I don't spend any of that money really. Because otherwise something bad could happen. Like I could have to rebuild the entire engine and that could take up all of my funds. And I don't want to go around spending money on stuff that I don't have to if there's potentiality the RV needs a lot of work. Quarter mile. Oh my gee. Quarter mile there, guys. We're almost there. Hopefully the video connection holds out long enough to share this all. Let me show you actually where we're pulling into right now. Hey, Crispin. Crestview Drive. We're almost there. This is happening. This is happening.
There's a lot of dirt on the road. They must have had some pretty bad flash flooding.
Lot of dirt. And it's really late. Not really late. It's only like 6 something. It's actually pretty early. It just looks really late. And so that's Sparky Josh, everybody. If you don't know, he's one of my best friends, and he's a 3D pilot. He flies my motors, he flies 3D, and he's a killer line of sight pilot, pretty damn good FPV pilot, and a really kind-hearted person. And I've been able to hang out with him on quite a few different adventures over the last year, and I've been honored to call him a friend. And he literally was one that I think reached out and like, hey Zoe, you need help? And I'm like, yeah. And so he jumped over to my place, spent 4 hours on the road to come to my place last night, slept on my floor, and then has basically woken up at 7 a.m. and has been driving ever since, road tripping out here. So thank you, Sparky. You're awesome. And yeah. I have a hard time driving because of my node issues, and I've had a couple major problems. That's the trailer, Mom. That's not it. You're like, oh, that's it. It's like, that's not it, Mom. That's not it. He said it was in the back of his place. So now we're just trying to find the address. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just passed it. So it's also getting dark, and I don't know exactly where to go, but I'm assuming it's going to have some lights in an area to see the machine and what's going on. Is that where?
Right behind this house.
Possibly.
See the address?
I don't know. Mr. Motorface is nearby.
We are here.
Where is Mr. Motorface?
We are here.
I'm turning on my main camera. I'm like actually trying to get this going so I can record some of this moment. So I'm recording the live stream, and I am recording the live stream, recording the live stream. This is really meta right now. You should see the screen I see. We're here! Oh my god, we're here!
We're here.
Sparky, we're here!
We're here.
We're actually here. This is the real place. Okay, so 1 second, guys. 1 second. I need to like put you all down. It's like rotate to the bus. I can't rotate. Can you hold this for a second? Sparky, Sparky.
It's on me.
Sparky, because it's rewind. You can push the.
I got it.
Got it.
Ding.
Okay.
Is your phone gonna stay alive if I unplug it?
Yes, I think so. If not, that'll be the end of the stream.
All right, here we go. Getting out.
Okay, so now I'll put my camera. Just in case. I feel like the exact opposite of I keep forgetting that show where Ty Bennington goes to a house and surprises the homeowners with a makeover. Except now I'm going to their house and they're surprising me with a makeover kind of thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Maybe around this way.
Okay, but I want to ring the doorbell. There's a glowy button. And it worked. I'm kind of expecting him to possibly be back behind the house. Oh, hey. What'd you say? Oh, cool.
No, ma'am.
I'm fighting Mr. Leatherface, and apparently my mom knows where this is correct. I don't like it. You get to see it before me do. Ooh. You didn't know where we're going.
Yes, like that.
Oh, jeez. Hey!
While we're down and around there, is there a stairwell here?
Exhausting.
Long.
I'm really glad I'm standing up and not sitting down anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the car around back.
All right.
Oh, jeez. Hey, I'm sorry.
How are you?
Good.
Josh.
What's up, Josh?
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Yay. So glad to be here.
Well,
Still streaming?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Josh.
hey,
Nice
how
to
you
meet you. Yeah, I'm gonna go move my truck.
Cool. So now I have 2 cameras going. I thought I would try to live stream the moment because
I'm filthy and you're filming me.
I've been stuck in. Okay, yeah, okay. I was trying to say something funny, but I'm such at a loss of words right now. Like, it's been a long day. I didn't even sleep last night. I was in pain up until the point when the alarm clock went off, and at that point, I literally nodded out for all of like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm
My
pretty
neck is
scrambled.
still messed up. I got it this morning. I couldn't move. And so it took most of the relaxer.
I know that
Been
feeling.
climbing around underneath that thing all day. I got the battery put in. We started to put in the master cylinder, but the master cylinder I bought was the wrong one.
Oh no.
So I went to the parts store. It'll be here at 7:30 in the morning.
Okay. Cool.
But it looks like the fuel pump is bad.
Okay. Do you have access to one nearby that I can buy? Because I've got funds to do it.
Both the fuel pump and the fuel gauge aren't working.
Okay.
I can get, they have just the fuel pump in stock. It's like $100,
That's fine.
but for the whole thing that is for the fuel gauge and everything, it's about $300 and they have to order it. But I mean, they can have it here probably
Here's the
in a
thing,
day.
we're in Southern California
Yeah.
where everything is only 3 hours away.
This is true.
So if we order it today, even if we go down and we tell them, like AutoZone first thing in the morning, tell them, hey, we need this.
Yeah.
They probably got one in San Bernardino, which is only an hour and 45-minute drive, so they'll have it here tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Now you had said something about towing it to get tires
Yes.
and maybe do the fuel tank there.
Yes.
Cause that thing's like a 40 or 55 gallon tank.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It would be easier to do it on the lift.
This would be.
And
I
discount tire up here would probably do that.
Okay.
I don't know what they're going to charge.
Well, I've got $1,800 in my PayPal account right now. I can get about another $1,000 to do it. I can't. I mean, I don't know what they would charge me to do that. That's the biggest thing.
Who knows? Because tires are probably going to run you $1,000.
Oh yeah, no, that's already like budgeted and thought about. The tires I'm not too worried about. It's just what they would charge to put it up on a lift or whatever, and that's going to be the expensive part. And then taking down the tank.
He's
But-
willing to do it here on the ground.
I'll do it.
But
It's just,
that's
and since Josh is here and he's able-bodied too, that's a second set of hands.
Well, let's-
I'm pretty sure between the two of us, it wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. I mean, I know Josh is interested in trying to work on it and see what he can possibly do.
And try to save as much money as possible.
Yeah, because the more we can save, but at the same time, if we have to, we have to, Because also I was thinking, because they have to put the machine up on the lift anyways to do the tires, don't they?
Not necessarily. Most of the time, they just put them on a jack.
usually on
pull it
these
off.
they'll
Okay.
just jack it up.
Okay.
'Cause I don't think their building's tall enough.
What do you think,
Might not
Sparky?
even be able to put it on.
What do you think?
Well, I missed the first part of the conversation.
Fuel pump's not doing nothing. So
When we get to it,
the
neither top
tank's
the tank.
tank's got to come down. So there's either the option of see if there's somewhere here in town that'll do it, or the two of us do it.
Do a little research and see what's up. If it's not too terrible, I think we could probably tackle it.
Oh, between the two of us, we can do it no problem. I've done it before. I just
I've got a
a
motorcycle
second set
lift
of
that
hands.
probably work to raise and lower.
Lower it, yeah.
It's just the second.
problem solving is already happening. This is why I'm glad we have the people we have on board. And this is the community coming together. These are people, Sparky that I love, Steve that I've really just met. Brad? Kent. Ah, that's what it was. Sorry. Kent. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
Okay. Long day. I can barely think. Right on. So I think I'm gonna end. Well, wait. Can we at least look at the RV? I think the live stream would probably dig looking at the RV. I know I'd dig looking at it.
Yeah, it's a mess inside. We're still cleaning it out.
I'll just.
Hey,
Hey.
how are
Oh,
you?
alive. Thank gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I am. Wow.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I am.
It's been taken care of a lot by my parents, though.
Yeah. And it's
And I
been.
told you wrong. I thought it was an 07. Turns out it's a 99.
Okay. I was wondering because I was trying to find an 07 information, and I couldn't. It was like the last one was like an 04 or something, and that's fine. It looks really, really good.
I think the camper chassis is 07,
Okay.
but the Ford chassis is 99.
Okay. So I have one major question. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have any
And
questions.
the refrigerator is working.
What?
The refrigerator is working.
What?
I was blown away. I opened the door. It's cool. Cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is a community in action. Before Stu had boosted anything or said anything, before anybody, he watched my video and he's a fan of my channel. He saw my plight, what I have been going through, and after talking to you, you know better than a lot of people what it is to go through nerve pain issues and basically hell and back.
Whoa.
And
Yeah. Yeah, he lives.
my spirit animal. Let's look at a closer look at the RV, people. Here, Mom. Sparky, you want to take the DSLR from me, buddy? I think it's actually almost dead. You can hit record real quick. I want to. Okay, so this is the RV, a 99. Still, though, that's far from a classic or anything like that. I still consider this way more modern than a V10. That's so cool. Wow. It's real.
Wow.
This thing is going to do some awesome stuff together. This is so awesome. So now, hopefully I'll have the funds to... Wow.
Come on in, Zoe.
Oh my jeez, thank you.
The pathway's pretty clear. Bedroom, bathroom, closet, drawers,
Wow, it's so much more
refrigerator,
than I thought it was going to be.
freezer, cupboards, and then table, which this can turn into a bed. That's a bed. This can turn into a bed. Plenty of
Wow.
cupboards. Yeah, my mom and dad just love this place.
I'm
Like
going
I
to
was
make sure
telling
it's
your mom,
cherished.
like I was telling your mom, I lost my dad 2 years ago. So it's still kind of too fresh still.
I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't have
no.
no idea. Like,
It's
I'm going to make sure that this RV has life and love in it. And
I'm sure
sees
it
the
will.
world.
I'm sure it will.
Oh my jeez, this
It's
is,
just a matter of getting it going again.
yeah. And I think with the community support, we can definitely get this going. The fact we have 3 mechanics brainstorming outside on this is absolutely amazing.
So, and then stove, microwave, dish, cupboard,
It has a microwave.
pots and pans, drawer, silverware drawer.
That microwave is nicer than the one I have in my apartment.
This is where you keep your plates and stuff in here. And
I have one major question.
shower in there.
Okay, so this shower, guys, oh my god, I'm freaking out now. The shower in here is literally bigger than the one that I had in my apartment. Think about that for a second. The shower in this RV is bigger than the one I had in my apartment.
But,
I'll be more comfortable
I
in
think my
here.
parents have used this facility,
Mhm.
but when Steve lived in it, in the trailer park in 29 Palms,
Yeah.
he was right there where the swimming pool and the bathrooms and the
Okay, you
showers
actually took
were.
advantage of that.
So he took advantage of that instead
Yeah.
of using
The
this.
insert one, yeah.
But if he had to, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
But I was not living in this when he was. I was up north in Boulder Creek for 3 years.
Okay. I know
Looking
Boulder
for a
Creek
job
area.
down here. And then when I was ready to come down here because I got a job, I was looking forward to living in this. He was ready to get out of it because he was already in it for 2-3 years.
Yeah,
He was ready to get out of it, so I was kind of disappointed because I wanted to do it.
If I ever, to the point, get out of it, I will make sure you guys get it back, because I don't want this to be something that just the community. There's 300 people have pledged support for this.
Live down here.
I'm thinking about it
Because there's a trailer park where Steve's staying, which is Wes's. No, that's his last name. What's his first name? The mechanic guy. What's his first name? I'm so bad at names.
I keep saying Brett, but it's not Brett.
But anyways, he says his uncle owns the golf course of the trailer park, so he can pull some connections
to fly the
for you to live there.
Okay.
And if you can be able to get by in the pools, there's a showers and there's toilets and swimming pools, weights and tennis and propane tank fill-ups there, electricity. I mean, that's it. And like he says, you're 3 hours away from doing everything. Vegas, Los Angeles, San Diego, Palm Springs is just an hour away.
That is a lot, actually, because most of the bigger drone events happen either in LA area or in the Vegas area.
And you'll be close.
Yeah. No, take your time. I'm just like, I figured
everything is just basically just to take out. Steve was kind of in charge of this area, but you know how a guy is.
Yeah, no, this will be taken.
I ended up helping him and for losing my area. I says, no, Steve, let me get back to my area. Which is back down. So, anyways, so I managed to get my area all done.
Wow, this bed is huge. Wow. I wasn't expecting to have a bed that's bigger than the one that I actually have at home.
Yeah, and you got cupboards on both sides.
I was worried it's going to be like claustrophobic
and
back here, but it's not. This is actually comfortable.
Up here, Steve had the DVD, VCR, whatever it was, and I think he had TV on this.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Fans, lights. Get some temperature gauges here.
That's amazing.
But you got some cabinet stuff up there, a clock. Yeah, my parents, this is their home. So I told Steve to tell you, and I think it's just a matter of light bulb is the lights in the bathroom.
Okay.
I just tried just so I can clean, and the lights weren't coming on. And Steve says it's probably just the light bulb.
Yeah, something simple.
But yeah.
This is beautiful. I can't even. This is stuff that. Don't worry about any of this.
But I'm sure you will enjoy this as much as my parents have. There's a lot of love in it, so you'll feel it.
And I'm gonna make sure the love in this is felt by the community at large. And I mean, I've been so overwhelmed by this all. Wow.
You have a canopy. Have you just noticed? You have a canopy.
Oh my God! Wow, it's huge too.
Yeah, so you can pull it out and be under.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, I mean, it's a home.
This is so
legitimate.
This is way nicer than I had ever imagined it would be, and I don't know what to say. I have literally no idea what to say right now. Like, this is life-changing in ways. And this was life-changing in ways before a lot of people had reached out to help make this project happen, to give me the funds I need to make this motorhome into something amazing that can be useful for me and give me somewhere to live, essentially.
Hey, what's for dinner?
I don't know. I thought I saw a cat running around, maybe a possum. I heard fried possum's pretty good. Yeah, I gotta say thank you for some more. 60 people have been watching the stream of just me walking around here.
Oh, wow.
And we've had 300 people on Patreon reach out to help support me and this project going forward. So
I'm sorry it's a mess. We're still cleaning stuff out of it.
No, this is beyond beautiful. This is, I can't, like, the fact that there's going to be a space up there where my mother can sleep. I have my own space back there.
This couch pulls out into a bed also.
Yeah.
So.
And I have ideas to where I can possibly not have to tear anything apart on the inside, but build a little desk, workshop area off of this little area here, but not rip anything out, just be able to,
Yeah.
This is going to be good. This is going to be amazing.
When I lived in it, this was my office, my computer table, everything.
Wow.
So.
This is so much more spacious than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. It closed in on you after a while.
Well, so I did drone. I don't know. Did you ever watch Drone Trippin' at all, or ever heard of Drone Trippin'?
I didn't watch Drone Trippin',
Okay.
but I watched several of your earlier videos.
Okay.
And which one was it that I really liked? I don't remember, but you were doing 3D, and you had the quad upside down, and you actually hit the water because you got water on the lens.
Yeah, that was one I just
And I was
posted.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
And that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I am honestly at a loss for words right now. I mean, I've been up all night. That doesn't help too. But like, this is better than anything I could have imagined. And this is, I mean, honestly, not what I would want with my life right now. But this is something that if I do move somewhere, I will keep this and use it all the time. And if I don't, I will make sure it gets back to you because
Kent and I want you to move down here.
I'm investigating it. I have a couple friends that have said Southern
You're
California.
3 hours from anywhere.
Yeah.
And, you know, with LA being so close, you can get anything in almost no time.
But I also heard 120 degrees.
Only 3 months out of the year.
That's 3 months. That's gonna kill me. I can't, dude. At 100, even in dry heat, I start dying.
Yeah.
I've had so much heat stroke the last year. Like any hot events, I die. But that being said, it's a dry heat.
It's dry. I didn't think I was going to be able to handle it, but it's really not that bad.
I could give it a shot at least. Because with the RV park, I can at least possibly move if I need to, if it's too much, and give it a shot.
Yeah.
Well,
But the RV
right
park
now,
that I stayed in 29 Palms with this RV, right now I believe they're charging $800 a month. But when I lived there, I got to know them, and I started helping with park maintenance. I was cleaning bathrooms. I was taking.
So
care
they're charging $800 a month for one here, for the park
Yeah.
here. So there's a park in Santa Cruz that I've gotten to reach out from someone who has a brother that lives there. It's $800 a month there too, and that's right on the beach. And if that was cheaper here, that would be a massive difference, and I'd be able to do it. But so this is the big idea. I, in my wildest dreams, never thought that I would have 300 people supporting me.
People that live around, there's.
It's back. Sorry, I think the just cut out for a second. Anyways, yeah. So he just said he has 5 acres of land potentially. If we can get $5,000 together to get the water main fixed for it, that's a potentiality to have 5 acres of land to do something with. That's enticing. That lines up with the whole drone commune idea that I was thinking.
And it's wide open spaces, so potentially we could build a drone park. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be really cool.
But anyway.
Give me a week or two to move into this and breathe, and let me figure out, because there's so many possibilities been thrown at me. I've been invited to work in Orlando as a tech support specialist. IQ Motion Control said basically if I can hold off a few months until they launch their motors, they might have a job for me, which is my dream, really. And I also applied for a job with Drone Racing League as their head of R&D, which might be in New York. So there's a lot of possibilities that are kind of up in the air since everyone heard my plight, has seen the videos, seen how sincere I've been, and like just what I want to do in my life. And there's possibilities that have been popping out of the woodworks. So it's so overwhelming that I really just want to try to move everything in here, get comfortable to the point where I'm not like having a panic attack every night, sleep, get like a couple good nights sleep, and figure out where to go from there.
The other thing I was thinking about, you know, on that same talk, the base here, 29 Palms Marine Corps Base, is the largest Marine training base in the world. And we have brandy newbie Marines coming and going continuously. So there's a whole influx of people that we can get interested. Take them out, fly them. Let them look through the goggles, all that kind of stuff. And these guys, they go out they go overseas, and when they come back, they got big pockets of money, and they love to buy stuff.
I mean, Because that kind of lines up with what I want to start doing more of,
Yeah.
which is
And
spreading
these are
the
all
love.
young guys that are
Yeah.
impressionable.
Yeah.
You know, so get them doing something like that instead of going out and drinking and partying and getting in trouble. And
So I also had ideas, like, I've had a lot of great feedbacks. Like, the resources I have now allow me to do a lot. Not just as far as moving, but to actually give back to the community and start finding ways to do that. Like, I figured out, I don't even want to talk about it yet because it's still going to take me months to figure it out. But I think I figured out a way for people to support other pilots in flying and keep basically pilots who can't afford flying and keep them in the air. So essentially a way for pilots, because there's a lot of pilots that struggle with just staying up in the air.
Yeah.
And right now what's happening is that a lot of people can get into the hobby, but as far as knowing enough to keep in the air and not get frustrated and quit is really rough. Like 8% of Americans, 20 million Americans have flown drones. And that means there's at least 20 million drones that have been out there.
oh, wow.
So there's a lot of influx of people that have been getting into it. The issue is keeping people in it and keeping them airborne enough to where they can continue to enjoy the hobby.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I'm trying to figure the way I can maximize the most potential out of this good situation, as far as how I can use it to push further within the world. And I know it sounds stupid and altruistic, but like, this has been such a humbling gift that I want to somehow be able to repay it tenfold if I can.
Yeah.
You know.
Kent and I, he knows some people that fly the airplane FPVs.
Yeah.
And he says a couple of them are interested in quadcopters.
Oh, cool.
And so he and I were talking today as we're working on this to, you know, try to get a group together here.
Right.
And
So now you've got the local pilot, Kent. So that's something. That's the thing that I wanted to think. Like, I was like, if anything comes of this, just you two being able to connect up and have
And I
local.
think him and I are pretty much on the same level flying.
Okay, cool.
He hasn't really gotten into the acro yet, and I'm about to delve into it, but you know, time and money and you know,
Right.
But
It's a lot. It's a giant time sink.
well, I've got plenty of quads and plenty of batteries. It's just trying to find the time to do it when the wind's not blowing, and you know.
Yeah.
Of course, I know when you're good, the wind doesn't really bother you. But for me, it does.
Yeah.
It scares the crap out of me.
I know when I was newer, definitely, because like it gives you that a push, and you're not expecting that. So if you try any kind of maneuvers, it throws you off a bit.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm like still in absolute shock and awe over this. Like, so a lot of people probably don't know this, but as a kid, when I was younger, my mother and I actually had to live in an RV for a couple of years. And she had bought in the RV and essentially had lost her job, and we had to get an RV and essentially live there, be picked back up, moved around, and it was a rough part of my life, but at the time it got us through. The thing is though, this RV is way better. It actually has the ability to possibly travel once it's running.
Oh yeah.
And it's not falling apart like that one was. So this one has love and empathy in it. That one was, yeah. So I'm, weirdly enough, going to be coming back to RV living. Not since I was a kid, essentially. Fun tidbit. But yeah. So turn off the stream. I want to look up at the bully, the anti-bully. Jeez. The trolls are really funny. Anyways, guys, much love to your faces. I think we got to the RV. I don't know if we're going to be getting it running tonight. We're out of it anyways. So as soon as it's light up and as soon as we have a game plan together, I will try to stream us working on it and trying to get this thing running. So anyways, guys, much love. How do I make this thing stop?